Mike Halbach, you was asked to go onto the internet, go search for a vehicle that looks just like your sister's, Teresa. And you picked out a 6P3 deep jewel green, all one color. No other color involved. Door handles, 6P3, siding, 6P3, flare, 6P3, everything, bumper, back bumpers, everything was all one color. Mirror housings. Okay. Now then. WBay put that out there on the 3rd and the 4th. You didn't say shit. Your mom didn't say shit. Your family didn't say shit. Your brothers, your sisters, father. Nobody said shit because that's exactly what Teresa was driving. Period. You said so yourself. So everybody's looking for your sister's RAV4. From the photograph that you gave Poggle. And he knew, he saw the photograph. Now then, here it pops up. Well, let me see, we got an 8K4 Confetti, which was on the camera already. Then here's this other vehicle, fucking blue. More blue than green. No, not more blue than green, blue. And you're like, shit. And the door handles are black. Teresa's was green. Okay. Obviously, you knew that was not your sister's vehicle. Your mom knew it. Your dad, stepdad, whatever, he knew it. Your brother knew it. Your sisters knew it. Your extended family constellation all knew it. Teresa's friends knew it. Everybody on the Halbach side knew it, and everybody went quiet as a fucking mouse. Why? Because you knew that your sister wasn't dead. You knew that your sister had to leave town, and she left town, but you had to convict Stephen Avery for her murder. Because she had to be murdered and not looked for. So you would go ahead and have Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey convicted on a vehicle you knew was not your sister's. Obviously. You knew it. Plain as day, there it is. Okay? Can't mistake that fact. So the narrative, regardless of what color, pink and polka dot, all right? Blue ribbon on top. Didn't matter what color it was. Blue, green, yellow, red, orange, white, black. It could have been any fucking color of the rainbow, and it would be your sister's. Because the narrative had to be pushed through. Regardless of the color of the vehicles, or tone of the vehicles. But you knew, and your family knew, and they all sat in court, mum's the word, and you guys sat there, and you watched Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey get convicted, and you said "Yeah.He," because that was Teresa's getaway. They're never going to look for her again. Then Teresa's photographs wouldn't be in court. You were fighting not to let those photographs that Teresa got involved with into court. She's being harassed by somebody. Ryan didn't want to pay child support. There's all these motives involved, which is proof that the motive was more important than the truth or the evidence. But I busted your ass. I busted you, dude. You're busted. Now then, Teresa Marie Halbach doesn't want to come out of the woodwork, mainly because the family is going to get sued, and Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey are going to be the new owners of their dairy farm. If you show up, it's just going to be devastated. Your whole family is going to be exposed to be the liars that they are. Yeah, serious shit. However, Stephen Avery, Brendan Dassey, tell you what, why don't you promise Teresa Marie Halbach and the Halbach family that you won't sue the shit out of them? Because you got money fucking coming from all these other freaking places. They're going to sue the shit out of them. So why don't you just not sue the shit out of Mike Halbach or that family if Teresa tests positive with a buccal swab and proves herself alive. However, if Teresa Marie Halbach needs to be dragged out from where she's at and shown to the world that she's alive, well, then sue the shit out of him and sue the shit out of her too. There you go. So Teresa, you want to save the farm, you want to save the family, come out wherever you are, or don't. You don't. Stephen Brennan, get out. They're going to decimate your family. That farm will be bought and auctioned off piece by piece, parcel by parcel, cow by cow, okay? Until your whole family is nothing but destitute. So you better come out and volunteer. You better get your ass out here and volunteer. Say, here I am, that's me, it's me, fuck. And Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey won't sue the shit out of you. However, your reputation in the the community is going to be ruined. You're going to be sued by all these other people, but not Stephen and Brendan, okay? You can at least ward that off. Statute of limitations ran out, more or less. Yeah. So you probably won't have criminal charges or prison time. You know, you beat that. Okay? So, what's it going to be? Mike Halbach, if you want to save your fucking family, if you come out and confess, yes, I perjured myself in court, made a complete ass out of myself and making a murderer, and I'm a liar through and fucking through, your reputation will be destroyed, but Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey won't come take the farm. Come on, Mike. I got you dead to rights, dude. There it is. You picked the fucking photograph out. You started off. There was a blue one show up. You didn't say, hey, no. Okay? Even Steven's sitting there watching TV, and he goes, yep, that's the green one I saw. Dark green one, whatever I saw. Teresa, get out of. Okay? We all know. You can't say that those two vehicles were Teresa's. Unless they told vehicles were Teresa's, actually. And she owned the blue one and she drove the green one, but she had Ben on the green one and Ben on the blue one, the same fucking Ben. Okay? They just made up another Ben, put it on. But other than that, no, that's not the one that you knew that she drove. It's just blatantly obvious, and I don't know why the court kept on proceeding on. Okay? Even Kratz, when he wrote down the flyer and shit, okay, it says dark green, and he goes blue, and he argued green and blue, and he goes, that looked like a green vehicle, now it's a blue vehicle. Well, then it wasn't the one that Teresa drove. Okay, right there in court, Kratz says it. But they still get convicted anyway. But you were getting your sister out of town. And the proof is that the narrative had to maintain. If your sister was really murdered and they brought in a blue vehicle, you would have objected and said, that's not the vehicle my sister was driving. But you didn't. And that means that your sister's alive. If it was my sister and they brought in a different vehicle and was charging Stephen, I'd say, fuck that. No, my sister drove a dark green RAV4, that's a blue RAV4. It's not the same fucking RAV4. Because it's not the same fucking RAV4, Mike. And we all know it. So what's going to happen now? Huh? Teresa, come out of the woodwork. Identify yourself. Mike, admit that you're a total fucking asshole. Okay? And you would let those two go to prison. But hey, you said it yourself. They protect their family. So you was protecting your sister by destroying these two lives. So, Stephen, the Halbach family is going to have to live with it. Why don't you just leave them alone? Don't file anything against them. Just let them go. That'd be real beneficial to you. You've got money coming out of all these other fucking places. Why? Let them wallow in their own fucking shit. That's what you should do, brethren. Yeah. There's a recommendation. If you want... Well, they're going to try to save their family. They're going to try to save the farm. And in doing so, they have to die on the hill, I guess. You know, ball themselves on the fucking sword. They have to come clean. You have to come clean before Allred gets them out of prison. Okay? But if it's after, see, you have to be a part of getting Stephen and Brendan Dassey out of prison. You are part of getting them into prison, be a part of getting them out of prison. Admit you lied. Admit it was a hoax. Admit your sister wasn't killed. Those are the parameters, dude. Now, if you don't want to do that and you want to fucking hide, then Stephen, Avery, and Brendan Dassey are going to come and get you, dude. Okay, hardcore. Everything that you did in Green Bay Packers, all gone. Your bank account, gone. Your reputation, gone. You're going to be on the fucking street with a fucking tin cup. Okay? I'll find your ass on the corner. And nobody will probably donate to you either, okay? You can stand there with a tin cup, you know, they'll give it to somebody else before they give it to you. You're going to be probably one of the most hated people on this fucking planet, dude. You and your sister Teresa, you're going to be hated. Your family's going to be hated because they all sat there and let it happen. So, it's either keep the farm or the farm goes down with you. How does that sound? Yeah. I would suggest, Mike Halbach, Teresa Halbach, that you contact Gloria Allred and tell her that it was all a fake death, and a very poorly faked one at that. You left loose ends. Oh well. You're more or less history in one way or the other. How do you want it to be? Yeah. Keep the farm or don't keep the farm. That's what it comes down to. So the farm's up for grabs. You do the right thing, you keep the farm. At least from Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey. You don't do the right thing, then Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey are going to be the new owners. And you're going to be working for them.